Well, I don't know whether this is the first meeting or not. There may have been some other meetings, but the meeting really, um, the biggest organizer in the meeting was Dave Kahneman. With his company was More Golf, and they built golf courses. They traveled and built golf courses. So he was concerned, as everyone was that did it from a specialty. Whenever there was a golf course being built, all the road contractors would show up because there was a lot of dirt moving, and they thought they could do the whole thing, and they did. In those days, there were a lot of municipal golf courses being built. There was a period of time there was FHA, Farmers Home Administration, provided a lot of money for golf courses. So there was a real need in the golf business to get recognition of this being a specialty. I think that the certification program we have today was really an outgrowth of that. And it was the one thing that they talked about as some way to get people to recognize us as golf course builders and to be able to either exclude or to give some credence to the golf course builders. And Dave was one of the big instigators in getting that. So he got some of his buddies and people around the East Coast together. I knew Dave and from doing business with him, and so he got me involved and some other suppliers, and at that time I was an irrigation contractor also, so I had several reasons to be there. And it just seemed to be a new and exciting thing to do and get involved with. And this was a reason to, there was a need to have people that have done it before, at least to finish the golf course, whether they moved the dirt or not, but to finish the golf course. And so this is one of the reasons that we kind of got together in the association. It might have floundered in early years because everybody didn't get involved with it, and it was strung out. There were some people like a Wadsworth that did it across the country, but most companies didn't. They were very low. We went to Washington, D.C. We did meet at the National Press Club. It was someplace that Harry had a connection there. And one of the interesting stories of the National Press Club was that along about when President Ford was president, in those several years, we had a meeting there. Frank Underwood was a member, and he brought on Bowie Industries that made some equipment that he used, and Bowie Industry wanted to recognize the golf course builders, and so he brought Bowie knives for all of us. And so he presented Bowie knives at this meeting at Washington, and it was just, we didn't think anything of it. He carried this big box of Bowie knives in to give to everybody. Well, along about the same day, at the same time, and we had lunch there and whatever, President Ford was having a press conference at the same building. And so we all walked out with our Bowie knives and whatever, and nobody really said anything. It was just all, it was a step back in time. It was different than today. But we do remember at times, and it might have been that time, that on this picture the drapes are closed, but the drapes would be open. I know on this particular day the drape was open, and there was a guy out washing our window, and he washed the window all through our meeting. We got aligned with the golf course superintendents because we were all at those meetings anyway. We met other places in Washington, D.C. We met in, here, we were in Columbus, Ohio, we were in Texas, and we would play golf, have a meeting, have a little social, and go back to our business. Yeah, it became a first tee, or first tee got involved with the thing, but it was that concept. And we built it, got suppliers together to furnish sand and furnish pipe and golf development.
The concept for the construction of a 3-hole junior course was an extension of the Golf Course Builders of America's program entitled Sticks for Kids, which strives to provide clubs for any junior golfer desiring to take up the game. At a meeting of the Golf Course Builders in Las Vegas, Marty Storch, director of the City and County Municipal Golf Courses in Louisville, Kentucky, posed the question, why can't we take it a step further and build a facility for the kids to play on? The construction project that follows was the culmination of a joint effort among Golf Development Construction Incorporated, the Golf Course Builders of America, the PGA of America, and the First Tee program, which is part of the World Golf Foundation, consisting of the USGA, the PGA Tour, the LPGA, Augusta National, and private support from numerous golf-related organizations. The timing of this project, and the concept being the first of its type, construction had to be completed by September 19, 1998, when a special dedication was scheduled to be given by golf sensation Tiger Woods and his father, Earl Woods. The project was completed in only 13 days. Having almost completed the primary construction, a fully automatic irrigation system using valve-in-head sprinklers throughout the three-hole complex was installed. Due to the time constraints, the majority of the project was then sodded. 2,000 yards of quick-stand Bermuda sod were laid on the T-tops, and 7,000 yards of fescue bluegrass blend sod were laid on the banks in 2.5 days. Once the seeding and sodding were completed, the irrigation was started. The greens germinated in 4 days and had an acceptable green covering in time for the dedication. In only 13 days, our entire three-hole golf course was fully completed and ready for its dedication.
This is a great occasion. I've always said that I wanted to make golf look like America. And we're all here because of one reason, the game of golf. But more importantly, our future kids, right over there. I challenge you to come out here, make a lot of birdies, and enjoy this beautiful game of golf.
Tiger Woods and his father Earl attended, and on the following Sunday, hosted a private clinic for 125 inner-city juniors, all playing Sticks for Kids, provided by the Golf Course Builders of America. Why did Tiger and Earl Woods come to the dedication of a three-hole golf course built in the inner city for junior golf? They came because it was the first course of its kind to be built and dedicated exclusively for that purpose. The entire project, with a price tag projected to be in excess of $150,000, was completed for only $40,000, a remarkable 30 cents on the dollar. This was only possible through the combined efforts of the Golf Course Builders of America, Golf Development Construction Incorporated, the PGA, and the First Tee program.
The past 40 years, what events in time affected golf the greatest?
Well, golf itself was affected by Tiger, and then the presentations that brought about the Masters being the Masters helped with or without Tiger, just because of the beauty of it and the class of it. 9/11 affected golf in a very adverse way. It affected country clubs. It affected people's thinking. I grew up, Saturday morning was to go play golf at the country club. You had a tee time, you were there, you showed up, and you enjoyed it. And the family came in the afternoon or after that. After 9/11, I think people thought more about family, changed people's thinking. And for perhaps the good, but at any rate, it changed people's thinking, so it changed things about golf. I think real estate development changed golf quite a bit over the years. It's a big promoter of golf, just as having the green space. And so it created a lot of country clubs, a lot of places that maybe didn't need a country club or whatever, and maybe some of them that are struggling nowadays, but it did create a lot of them. So it did create a lot of golf and a lot of availability of golf. Oh, I think you created their dream. They'd be very excited about it, very excited about the position the golf course builders are in the golf course construction today and over the past number of years.